Getting a gun. God damn it.
This is the last round. Fight! Hadouken! 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 Yeah! Hadouken! 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 You win!
Rutger, what do you want to know? Good use of the arcade mode. Just fucking play arcade. Optimal whip punishing. Okay.
Destination confirmed.
Alright, so it really just depends on the matchup, but for the most part, it's gonna be this and this. Some matchups, this will be more viable. Sweeps, obviously. Sweeps are a 6-stream startup, while this low forward, Rutger. Yeah. While low forward is 7 frames, this actually reaches slightly farther in 6 frames. Obviously, the pros and cons are that I can't combo off this, but I do get a hard knockdown. Right here, I can combo off this, and depending on the matchup, I'll still be able to get a hard knockdown. Ryu's not one of them. Shoto's doesn't really happen. There are some matchups where Stand Strong will be more optimal. Like, let's say if Guile is throwing out his Fierce, then a normal like this is a better whip punish than this, because see how my head moves forward? Okay, it's gonna make it harder for me to throw this out and whip punish and not get my face hit. Right, I'll show you what I mean.
It's survival of the fittest on a global scale. Who among the challengers will make training stage? Fight locale chosen. Let's Let's get started. Fight!
Sorry, I can definitely whiff punish this. Oops. Okay, I can definitely whiff punish that. About that one. Okay, I can whiff punish that too, but I also have that option. And unlike with low forward, right, I can combo into that light axe kick. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I was wrong. I can do it in either way. I was wrong. Then obviously sweep's a good one because it's faster, it reaches farther. Sometimes this will be good too on counter hit. Okay, so if it's normally, it just hits. But let's say, okay, if I get a whiff punish too, obviously that's a normal hit as well. But if I get a counter hit your startup, knocks you backwards, knocks you down. Yes, I would definitely FADC the light axe kick. Look at the damage difference, right? So, okay, so that's 100. That's 120. That's 160, right? So those are different options from footsies without meter. I mean, this does more actually, 180, right? But what if? Okay, let's see how much corner carry this gets. And this is if he's standing, right? If he's crouching, then this would be my option. Oops. Well, I was close for that one. Right. That's how much corner carry I get off of that. But if I get this, oh. Plus I could sweep or DP Guile at the end. You're pretty much right there next to the corner. Right. And it doesn't matter if you're crouching or not. If you're crouching, then I'll do low jab to close fierce, because close fierce will force a standing. Right, that's a common link. Right. If I'm not confident in landing that one frame link, then I'll do this one instead. Oops. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, that doesn't work either, wow. Alright, what else? Break down the full Sako. Oops. Alright. Okay, so this isn't the Sako combo, this is just a regular X kick loop. But look, I'll go here to medium X kick, right? Now the common combo under is to low strong, then light Tatsu, and then DP after, or if your character like Guile, you can end it with sweep instead of DP. Right. Now, the thing with this is that most characters can't do anything after that except for cancel into its special. Okay, so instead I'm gonna low jab and then close strong after. Because, yeah. Low strong doesn't combo into light axe kick unless it's counter hit, by the way. So I'll go low jab, stand strong, into a light axe kick. Okay, and that's the combo ender, but of course, the light axe kick will be FADC'd, right? And I can only combo into a 3-frame normal, so that's either close strong or low jab, right? Wait, let's say low strong is it's a 4-frame normal, so it's not gonna combo. Low strong is a 3-frame normal. This is a 3-frame normal, but I can't combo off of this into another axe kick. But off this, I can combo into an axe kick. Okay, so right here. Oops. If it's crouching, or if it's standing and crouching, doesn't matter actually. So. Jesus. Okay, so after the close strong, I can combo into any axe kick. Actually, people don't know that, but I get the most damage, corner carry, and stun output off of the close strong, or after the close strong to the medium axe kick. And honestly, it's not super important to have these loops. You know, if let's say he does a flash kick or whatever, and I bait it, okay, let me get the max damage combo. Boom, that's pretty much it. Meterless, 373, right? And how much stun? 535. Okay, but if I do the FDC loop, oops. Oops. God damn it. Or sorry, the damage output and stun output isn't greater. I've essentially wasted 2 bars of meter to get 100 extra damage and stun. But the benefit in having this is that it psychs the other person out, so there's a mental aspect. But let's say, okay, this is my regular combo. Boom. I almost brought him to the middle line. Oops. Right, I brought him about 3 boxes farther. If I do it twice, okay, maybe I didn't do extra damage or stun, right? Because the double FADC, I pretty much got like an extra 30. But look, I brought him essentially from one corner to the other. Anything else? Damn, that was a long swig. Car Demons? Yeah, after a night of drinking. Car Demons, you have a bunch of options. You can go off of a dash, that's the easiest one. Because the car is a cancel off of the input. I'm playing on PS4. So, the demon is just this jab, jab, forward, and then forward, short, and fierce at the same time. Oops. Okay. Even though it's listed as like, you know, you kind of have to stretch out the, okay, so it's like light, forward, light, fierce. Yeah, you can actually do the last 3 at the same time. Yeah. It's very lenient, yeah. So that's it. Okay. All I'm doing, if I'm doing the dash, is while I'm still dashing, I'm just doing the input. Oops. Right there. That's the easiest one to learn. Oh wow. Rutger never knew the last 3 could be input at the same time. It's because he started with third strike. Okay. Yeah, so there are a few different or other options, like normal options that you can cancel out of, right? The hop kick is forward medium kick. right? But again, you had to get the entire input during the cancel window, and yeah. So right here. There. But see how I had to add the jab with the initial hop kick. So I'm doing this. If I clear out my input, it's like this. I can't do it anymore. But you can cancel off of anything, really. Like I can go off of it overhead, but again, I had to combine my normal or my input for the initial move, and then combine it with the jab for the first input of the demon. Oops. Jesus, right there. Or the Jonkun special is he throws it from right outside of proximity normal range from his roundhouse. When do you think about using Demon versus saving the meter for FADC? It depends. Do I think I can win with a Demon, or do I think I have a better chance of getting 2 entries into my low forward fireball combos, or my stand strong combos? Matchup specific, yeah. It is style specific too. It's both really, and situation specific. Like if I'm if I'm playing against Guile and I'm winning, then yeah, sure, I'll burn the meter. If I'm losing, then I'd rather save the meter for 2 FADC combos, because I get, you know, 383 damage, and I still have 2 bars of meter left. Or if I get 1 entry, well, that's a good amount of damage, but I get no stun. And now I'm meterless. It's also like, you know, do I have him in the corner? Does this guy block a lot? Does this guy tech a lot? If he techs, then I'd be better off getting one of these frame traps going off, or even a meaty, where, oh, okay, maybe he's crouching still. Maybe I'll get one of these. Right. 393 damage. What if I knock him down, but he has me in the corner? Right. If I knock him down with the sweep or whatever, I get him in the corner, then I might want to FADC from there. Oops. I'll still get a hard knockdown after, even though my execution is not up to par right now. Jesus, super not up to par. And then I get another one. And I don't really condition you to set up the demon. I just do a lot of meaties. That's just my style. I do meaties, I do frame traps, I do staggered frame traps, I do tight frame traps, but I don't actually throw a lot, because I think throwing is, oh no, it's not as fun, to be honest. But command grabs are fun. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, safe jumps and setups. Okay, Evil Ruse is pretty easy. For the most part, okay. The easiest one is to go off of a forward throw. And then I could do... If your timing's not super tight, you can use a low strong. But if your timing is tight, you stand strong. Okay, it's really up to you. Some people are better at manual timing some of their safe jumps. Street Fighter. There's not really safe jumps in Tekken. There's not really a lot of jumping at all. Yeah, but then they wouldn't be safe jumps. Corpse hopping, yeah. Yeah, it's not the same. How do I control the micro step back? Honestly, it's just a lot of repetition, just like anything else you practice. You just do it so many times that you'll be able to recognize when you have it, when you don't. If you want to do it the annoying Street Fighter 4 way, you set yourself as the second player, you set the other character as what you would be drilling against, right? So.
Training stage. The stage of battle is set. Who will emerge a champion? Fight!
Okay, let's save the state right here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna record myself because I'm Evil Rio. Okay. Wow. Karen, what a hater. But anyways, I'll set myself to record. I'll if you need some kind of reference point, you can throw a jab. You can throw 2 jabs and to let you know that you're about to start. Boom. And then you just practice it. It's like, okay, what would I do? Okay, let me do a light flash kick. Look, I whiff. EX flash kick. Ah, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna whiff. You know? But I know that I didn't do it as well as I could have, so watch this. Because I did it poorly. But I've done it so many times, played against so many Guile players, and played against so many good players that I can tell when I fucked it up. Obviously, if you haven't seen the situation, you won't be able to recognize when it's done correctly and when it's done poorly. So let's do another one. Which side was that on? I don't know. Jesus. But look. Will crouching fierce work? It won't. It'll whiff. And then I'll get whiff punished. Crouching fierce. Oh, okay. Well, it worked that time. It's kind of weird. But sometimes that's just the consistent in having a safe state. Let's see if I mash it even harder. Oh. Okay, well, for some reason it didn't work the first time, and then it worked the second time. And every time after that. But honestly, with how tight the space is, you're probably not going to wake up with a normal there, you know? You're probably going to block a reversal.
The curtain is raised on the world's most extreme fighting tournament. Who will win? Training stage. Your destiny will be determined here. Let's get started. Fight!
You can even do the same thing to Rio. See? And that's why it's a safe jump, because if I do a reversal or if I mash buttons, it's not going to work. Wake up with crouching fears. Oh, well, that might work, but then even if that happens, you know, and people really aren't going to do that, then I could just dive kick instead. Yes, it is the same setup for the dive kick. Oh, so I tried to flash kick with Ryu. Nice. See, it whiffs. If I try to wake up with buttons, obviously you're not going to react to a dive kick. But if I did mash crouching fierce on the wake up, I would get beat. Because essentially I'm whiffing, right? So the dive kick is hitting my whiffed normal. There, with Evil Ryu though, like his safe jumps are pretty easy. You just had to memorize the spacing and the timing, right? Because whether you get the knockdown off of a sweep or a throw, or even a back throw. With a back throw, you won't be able to whiff for normal. You just get into the same spacing where it's going to be ambiguous.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
Right? So, if I just get a random sweep from here, obviously I won't be able to whiff a normal there. I might have to whiff a jab if you delay wake up or not. But like, I could just go into it right there. I won't get there in time actually, but if we're a little closer, yeah, I'll probably get there in time. But you might wake up with the button, so I might wake up with, or I might do a dive kick instead to whiff it, and then if you're smarter, you'll delay your button. So there's a little bit of yummy in that as well. Off of like one of these, the spacing is generally gonna be the same. Right there. That was pretty ambiguous, right? Jesus. Right, and then I could also do an instant dive kick. Well, quote unquote, instant. As instant as Evil Ryu can do it, and I could also do a delayed one, and I could do that in the neutral game as well. So I could go, and that was delayed, or I could go. Oops. Jesus. Well, no, I can't. Right. And then, of course, the regular jump in as well. Jesus. Can't believe it, I guess. Oh, see, that one was pretty meaty, but it might have been a flash kick there, especially probably EX. Anything else? Oops, didn't see that. Let's say they get hit by dive kick. Okay. Oh shit, I just realized it's not the same. Does this work then? Nope. Let's say they get hit by dive kick, what then? What's your question? Jesus, I can't dash anymore. Man, when is Final Fantasy VII coming out? Oh, it's only PS4, huh? Fuck, that's in 2 days. That's on Friday. Final Fantasy VII, man. What can you link from it? You can link Dive Kick to anything, really. Okay, so most likely going to be sand blocking, right? You do have to be careful if they block it and you're really high, they might be able to punish you. But yeah, you can go with 3-frame normal, right? So low jab, close jab. You can go close strong as well. And again, close strong has the most combo ability, right? So you can do that. Even if like, yes, you can link from both delayed and instant. It doesn't matter because it's gonna have the same amount of hits done. Right? Like if it were Gouken doing demon flip into a dive kick, like it wouldn't matter if he did the dive kick right away or delayed it. If it were Yun, you know, the properties of the move on hit are the same. The only difference in property is the timing and the angle at which it hits. But yeah, let's say that they block the dive kick. The close strong still might hit, and you might get a counter hit off of it too. But if you do this, you're kind of locked into canceling into a normal. This is really hard to hit confirm. But there are times where, you know, like I get like, you know, that time slowing down thing, and I can totally tell that the dive kick hit. But if you're just doing it, then you're gonna get locked in, and you'll lose pressure right here. Like if you just do this, bam, you're -2 on block. So if that didn't combo, then you lose your turn, right? Whereas if you're right here and you're doing a jab, whether it hit or it's blocked, you can do a frame trap, tick throws. You can do a tight frame link or a tight frame trap. It's really up to you. But yeah, pros and cons to both. But obviously, the main thing is to just know the risk and reward. See ya. My best meaty? Well, it would either be the safe jump, dive kick, or I like low strong. You could meaty off of a lot of things, but low strong just has so much variability. I mean, versatility. If I get this and it hits, it's +5. This won't always, but I could combo from there. I could even possibly. Oops, sorry. Kind of depends on the matchup because I'll get pushed out if the stand strong might not link. This doesn't combo, but if I hit it meaty, right, now it combos. Oops. Actually, I might just be able to do that, right? If I hit confirm it soon enough. If not, you can always burn the meter. For a combo like this, it's fine because you're gonna get 400 damage. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? And then, of course, my personal favorite, like, again, a lot of combo ability off of that, but I like getting that one because there's no meter burn at all. I get about 400 damage, 600 stun, and I corner carry him a lot. Daniel, I'm chilling too. You know, just ate instant noodles a couple hours ago. showing my friend here, who's one of the best players in San Diego for Street Fighter 4 right now. He places higher than me very often, but I'm showing him how I play my character. Okay. How much will you dive kick versus just play a ground game? It depends on how much I'm losing here, right? If I feel like I'm not getting into the range I need to because of Guile's sonic booms, low forwards, sweeps, back roundhouse, back fierce, so on and so forth, then obviously I can't continue on the ground, right? But the strength of the dive kick is that you have different attacks from the air and different timings. And if people don't know how to change their timing, then you've already won the game, right? If every time, okay, I jumped in, like, okay, I'm gonna jab. Okay, that's me, right there. So like right here, this is about the range. Guile is comfortable throwing booms. Actually, the range is right here. You should be comfortable throwing booms from here. Right there. Yeah, the forward fierce if they're standing or if they're walking, trying to force their way in. Yeah, the sweep, which is really fast. Oh wow, look, it's going through him that first hit. It's good to know your hitboxes, right? But come a little closer, then it's gonna hit. Low forward is obviously really good. I can maintain my charge. Again, like right here, boom. And you can always, like, if you whiff a normal, and they might whiff punish you, they might not, you can always throw a boom right after. Why? Because you can't whiff punish or counter hit, reliably counter hit a projectile. So this is about the range where Guile's gonna be throwing booms and throwing out normals to stop you from moving forward, right? So, right here. Okay, let's say that's bad spacing. Okay. Ah, okay. I just wouldn't flash kick from right there, to be honest. But there's the crouch fierce, right? But let's say he's jumping from a little further out. Okay, right there. Okay, now. If we jump from the same spot, and I just do a delayed dive kick. Okay, notice that the dive kick was in fact delayed. Okay, so that's my earliest one, and this is my most delayed, right? See how the difference in height? If I'm starting from right here with my front toes on the red line. Okay, look where I end up. Okay, my front toes are slightly past the next line. And now I'm much further past that second line. And then, obviously, a regular jump. And I'm to the next line over. So, when I delay it, okay, my invincibility, Guile's invincibility on the flash kick is going to run out before Guile's flash kick gets there, so he gets beat out by the dive kick. Okay, and then obviously timing. The timing normals can also be pretty difficult, but you just okay. So I got beat out that time. I was too early. It's too early that time. Oh shoot! I'm too early every time. Jesus, this is actually pretty hard. Right there. Okay. Right. And honestly, this is actually worth practicing by yourself as well. And also, depending on the spacing, if you think as a Guile player that the Evil Ryu is gonna walk forward, do a delayed dive kick, I would walk backwards. Obviously, the risk is of walking myself backwards into the corner. But I would rather walk backwards and do that one. Oh wait, it's too far. It's not the one I would want. I would want this one. I feel like the hitbox is just better. Yeah, and obviously you always have the ability to do that. It does a lot of damage, a lot of stun. And if I want it from the other side, then you can change directions as well. Or you could just be really good at playing lame and just delay your dive kick as well, or delay your flash kick. That's not the spacing. This is the spacing. Just delay it. Why? Because now I still have my charge. If he doesn't actually jump, then I can still boom. Just delaying. And then, if you're even better, oops, which I'm not. Oh, okay. Okay, I am too high for me to FADC out of it, so it's fine. Yeah, so too early always trades. But then, you know, the evil Ryu can start mixing in early dive kicks, delayed dive kicks, and regular jump-ins. Oh shit. I get blown up so much by your dive kick mix-ups. It's because of timing, right? And it's like what Conor McGregor says: precision beats power, timing beats speed, right? You don't have to be the most powerful or the fastest to win, right? You just have to have good timing and precision. I mean, dude, like, look at Bonchan in Ultra. That was the best version of Bonchan, and that was the worst version of Sagat, and he still won tournaments, still won SCR against Kazunoko. Guile high kick? Which one's high kick? Down forward roundhouse? Okay. So the down forward roundhouse, it's a really slow normal. I want to say it's at least a 9-frame startup. And honestly, I feel like the hitbox isn't great, and the range at which you'd be able to hit with it consistently, you're not going to be able to juggle afterwards, so then it becomes like, what's the point, right? Oh, it's an 11 frame. It's an 11 frame startup, but we'll try it. Not too early. Still too early. Oh, okay. Jesus. Yeah, so back fierce will whip. That time I did it too late. It's too late. The timing on this I feel is very specific. Maybe I need to get closer. Jesus Christ. Nice. Yeah, you definitely should be able to anti-air with every normal. Like, if you're... with every option, really. Like, if you're a good fireball character player, you should be able to anti-air with fireballs. Right, and fireballs are like, what, 13 frames? This one's 11, so... But of course, again, risk reward, reliability, probability, all of those things are super important. Like, I don't really care about the options that are gonna help me win against 1% of people or less. You know, I want to be efficient at using the options that are gonna help me win against 90% of people, right? And that's what the fundamentals are. You know, how well you can whip punish, anti-air, do your B&Bs consistently. If I could do a double FADC combo that does 400 damage, but I can't do my jab, 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 low forward fireball as regular Ryu, then, you know, I'm probably not going to win very often. Because jab, 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 low forward fireball, the opportunity to use that is going to happen all the time. We will never see online matches, not with my internet connection. I just downloaded Path of Exile last night and this morning, and it took 2 hours. It took 2 hours. It took Vince like 20 minutes. That's what she said. Dude, Holly Holm is so buff, bro. Honestly though, if you're learning a new character and you're try to replicate Kyle's jump heavy kick cross up, oh fuck. Okay. But if you're tired of playing online, you're tired of training mode, I feel like the best thing you can do is take your new character and learn how to play it against the computer Ryu. Because the computer Ryu isn't completely retarded. You know, he's gonna jump at a very decent anti-air range. And you know, even now, like, what character are you most likely going to play against, right? If you never took 4 seriously, or maybe you did, and you haven't played in a long time, what character are you most likely going to go to? It's Ryu, because he's generally the same in every game. So people just play off of, off the fundamentals that are there in almost every game. So it's this one, right? Oh fuck, I didn't set it. Yeah, that's not it. Oops, that's also not it. It's back throw, right? I mean, look at Tong. Tong was a Rose player. Every time I saw him play, he played Rose, and he didn't like the game either. But he, yeah, he used Ryu when he started playing again, showing up to stuff. Oops, hold on. Is that it? That was pretty meaty, huh? Oh, that was super late. I don't know how to do this, man. The ambiguous guile safe jump. I think that's it. No, that was super late. Oh.
Craziest and wildest fighters have assembled from around the world to join in the fight. But only one will be declared the best.
But yeah. Also, like, playing against a computer is cool. Like, you don't have lag, and there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that, like, that it'll do that no one will do, really. But it's like, when you play against good players so much, it makes you bad against playing against bad players sometimes, because you're not going to get used to stupid players, right? Blocking where most people wouldn't harass you, and waking up Ultra. I mean, we've all seen Gandhi versus the Rufus player, right? So, should be ready for everything. Like the Goken computer. Yeah, right, FSP or some shit. Snake Eyes Jr. Right. Like, if I wanted to learn Dan, for example, if I wanted to learn Dan, I'll play against Ryu. And I did the same thing for every character that I was trying to learn when we started playing against. But, you know, I figure out what I need to do, and what I can optimize, what I can do better. And it's a good starting point, obviously. You know, playing against the computer isn't the best thing, but it's the best that you can do, right? Yep. Like, okay, now I know I need to learn what I can combo off the tab, you know? I've already learned. Okay, don't focus there. Oh, fuck. Oh. So I already learned a few things. Can't focus at a certain range. My neutral jump short Tatsu got whiff punished essentially. No neutral jump in his face. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work at that range apparently. Oh, that was Ultra. I reacted to that, by the way. And then, of course, you know, random ultras are always going to be a part of 4. It's inherent. That's actually one of the things that Richard said that he liked about not playing 4, was that random ultras aren't as much of a thing in 5. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't care. I still don't care. Alright, do you have any other questions on Evil Ryu?
You win!
Red focus? There's no point in using red focus as Evil Ryu. You use red focus when you suck at doing Evil Ryu basic combos. So you never do red focus. There's no point. Off of axe kick. Literally the only time people use red focus is when they can't combo off of axe kick. Like they're not good at it. You know what I mean? So which is okay. Maximilian is a scrub. But look, okay, so here I'm some random, and I've actually lost to this these kinds of players online, but they'll do this shit, boom, red focus, and then do the combo or some shit. It's like, why? Like, you wasted 3 bars of meter to do 414 damage and 620 stun, and you could just do this. So there's no reason, right? You can also do this. Okay, so if you're not good at hit confirming off of low forward fireball, you can definitely do this, right? But no, it has to be a light axe kick. It has to be light, because you can't combo into medium axe kick from low forward unless it's a counter hit, right? So if I get the counter hit, boom. Oh, sorry. Boom, this will work. And that's why sometimes I'll use low forward as meaty, right? But look how much damage I did with no meter, right? Oops. Okay, so the issue with using light axe kick as your main combo ender off of a low forward instead of fireball is this, right? Again, I only use light axe kick as a combo extender, right? It's combo extender. I already know my move hit, so I'm ending with a light axe kick. I've already reacted. If I don't hit, then it's gonna be a fireball. If I'm not sure, it's gonna be a fireball. If it did hit, and I 100% saw it, I'm gonna end with a light axe kick so I can F it easy after. Or just get extra stun because it has more stun. But if I'm in range, I'd rather end with light Tatsu DP because it's gonna do more damage. Light Tatsu sweep if that's available. But look, I'm Evil Ryu, I'm doing low forward, light axe kick. Okay. So that was wrong. Punishable on block. Punishable on block. Now watch this. Interruptible. Not a type block string at all. Okay, so if I could get hit before the light axe kick and after the light axe kick, there's no point in me doing that. Even less point, right? What I will do is I'll condition them. If I'm not sure, I'll condition low forward fireball, low forward fireball. Okay, they think after every time I do a low forward, fireball's coming, so they're already blocking after the low forward, right? What I'll do instead is medium axe kick, because if I do light axe kick and they block it, they can still react, boom, punish on block. But medium axe kick is -2, so although I will lose my turn I've conditioned. It is safer. I've conditioned them to not be ready for the axe kick. So even though the window to interrupt is bigger, they're not gonna be ready because they're conditioned to think that there's a fireball coming. If the low forward counter hits, and if the low forward counter hits, then like I just said, medium axe kick will combo, right? If the low forward got blocked and then the axe kick hits, guess what? +5, and I can combo off of it again. So that's a more viable, safer, and just more optimal and efficient way to use evil reuse axe kick options, right? Again, red focus is something that you do if you suck at comboing with them. If you're ending your combo with light axe kick, you FADC it to close strong or crouch jab, depending on if they're standing or crouching when you hit them. If you're ending a combo in medium axe kick, you're already +5. So link out of it with either low strong, Tatsu, DP, or low jab, stand strong, light axe kick, and then FADC loop. Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't actually go over the Sako combo. What's the Daigo combo? Oh, that one's easier. That one's just like, you know, ending like low strong into fireball, and then doing the next fierce to medium loop into axe kick, and then doing another FADC from there. But okay, so the regular combo, the regular loop is this, right? Is that all? Low jab, send strong after the axe kick, and then I'll light axe kick FDC. Oh, and actually one thing, look, if I do medium axe kick, low strong, light Tatsu, the light Tatsu whiffs, right? So that's a character specific thing. Rufus has a lot of pushback, and for that specific combo, he's actually smaller than he looks, so the light Tatsu will whiff, whereas most characters it will hit, right? Now, the thing about Rufus is he has such a wonky hitbox that if I do this, after the axe kick I do a low jab, the first active frame of the low jab isn't hitting, okay? It hits on the second. Why? Because again, he's smaller after this hits. After that hits, he's a little bit smaller. So, what does this mean? When the low jab hits, it's not hitting on the first frame. If it hits on the first frame, then you're +5, right? That's why low jab into low strong works, because that's a 2-frame link. Low jab into stand strong works, because this is a 1-frame link. That's stand strong is a 5-frame normal, right? So if it hits on the second frame of second active frame, your low jab becomes +6 instead of +5. Now what does this mean? I can combo into my crouching fierce, because my crouching fierce is a 6-frame normal, right? And that's what makes this loop work. So again, this is on no other character except for Rufus. So you have low jab to low fierce there. And then all you're doing is doing the same exact FADC loop. If you start the combo, like say like from here, it doesn't really matter, because you're gonna force him to stand with your crouch fierce or your close fierce, whatever you're close enough to do. Obviously, if you stay out here, you won't get close enough to start the axe kick loop. Okay, but okay, just so we can see it. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm out of shape for me to link this commonly. And to be honest, the only person I landed this combo on during an actual set was like Richard. Aw, so wish you landed it on Mikey B. I was out of shape, man, and I still am. Who, Richard? Burn note? Who's that? Oh, okay, I remember that guy. Dude, so actually one thing I forgot to add, crouching fierce, you can combo to medium axe kick. And then after this, you're a little bit farther than when you first landed, or when you landed the first medium axe kick. So this one won't reach, but this one will. So you'll be here and that'll whiff. It'll whiff, but this will land. Okay. Oops. Ah, whatever. I'll just show you. So right here, low jab, crouch fierce. Now I have to do stand strong. Yep. Ah, I messed it up. And then you always have this weird combo. Oops. That's not it. But if you don't have any meter to land your ultra, you can always do this. Or you can if you have the execution. Which I don't. Not landing a jab. Although it's not really worth it. You get like what, 80 extra damage. But yeah. Ooh. Alright, so with that said, I think I've said all there is needed to say. Evil Ryu is just a good character in fundamentals. It's really hard to land that low forward sometimes because it's slower, but that's just part of the character. You still have dive kicks and you still have your 6-frame sweep, so those are all really good too. Alright, Rutger, hope you feel better, and hope we can play on Saturday. Yeah. Am I going to upload this? I can. It's on Twitch. So yeah, I can upload this, sure. And then how's the game volume to mic volume? Is the ratio okay? Alright, cool. Alright, well, GG's. It's Prefect. Nice. Wow, thanks, Karen. #1 supporter. Alright guys, later.